You put it on at 7 in the morning and it looks perfect. By noon, it has found every line on your face. The foundation aged you. 6 of the 7 most popular anti-aging foundations do exactly this. Coverage on mature skin does not smooth anything. It sits inside creases and amplifies them. We tested all 7 against the only 5 criteria that predict how a foundation actually performs on skin over 40. Oxidation resistance, crease performance, 6-hour wear, skin finish, and value. One winner, starting with number 7. Number 7. MAC Studio Fix Fluid, around $38 to $42. MAC built its name backstage, Fashion Week runways, film sets, editorial beauty shoots. This is a formula designed to look flawless under studio flash photography from 10 feet away, and it does that job well. Full coverage, heavy pigment load, smooth and even under controlled lighting. But what works under a strobe at a photo shoot does not translate to natural daylight at your office. The heavier the pigment, the more it grabs onto texture. Every pore, every fine line becomes a landing strip. Within 3 hours on mature skin, Studio Fix had settled into the nasolabial folds, the forehead creases, and the lines around the mouth. Under daylight, instead of studio strobes, it looked heavy. It looked like makeup. Who it works for. Younger skin that can handle full coverage without it catching, or anyone doing actual photo work under controlled conditions. Who should skip it? Women over 40 wearing this to the grocery store on a Tuesday. The formula was not built for that face. The next one changed the shade conversation forever. It did not change the formula. Number 6. Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Foundation, around $40. Rihanna changed the beauty industry with this launch, and that matters. 50 Shades at debut shifted the entire conversation around inclusivity in foundation ranges. But Pro Filter was formulated for oily skin. The soft matte finish pulls moisture away from the surface, and on skin that is already losing hydration decade by decade, that creates a visible problem fast. By the 2-hour mark, the foundation looked flat and chalky across the cheeks. Fine lines around the eyes appeared deeper, not softer. The formula dried out the skin it was sitting on. If you are 26 and your T-zone is shiny by noon, this is a solid foundation. For mature skin that is hanging on to every bit of moisture it has left, the matte approach works against you. Gorgeous shade range. Wrong formula philosophy for this skin type. If first impressions were the only thing that mattered, this next foundation would win the entire test. They are not. Number 5. NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, around $49. If this test were scored only on first impressions, NARS would win. The initial finish is luminous without looking greasy. The coverage builds without getting cakey. The feel on the skin is comfortable from the first minute. The problem is that this test does not end at hour 1. By hour 4, the shade had visibly shifted on every skin tone we tested. The foundation oxidized 1 to 2 shades warmer and darker. On mature skin specifically, oxidation runs faster because the skin's natural pH fluctuates more throughout the day. That gorgeous shade you matched at the beauty counter in the morning is not the shade on your face by afternoon. You look in the car mirror at 4 o'clock and your face is a different color than your neck. For a short event, 2 to 3 hours maximum, NARS delivers one of the most beautiful finishes money can buy. For all-day wear on skin over 40, the oxidation disqualifies it. Clinique tried to solve this problem from a completely different direction. Instead of building a better foundation, they put skincare inside the bottle. Number 4. Clinique Even Better Clinical Serum Foundation, around $34. Clinique did something genuinely clever here. They put real skincare actives inside a foundation formula. Vitamin C, salicylic acid, hyaluronic acid. The idea is that your foundation treats your skin while you wear it, and over time, that piece is legitimate. The skincare ingredients do contribute to improving tone and texture with consistent use. The gap. Skincare performance and foundation performance are 2 different jobs. By mid-afternoon, Even Better had separated in the fine lines. The formula pooled visibly in the creases around the nose and the mouth. The skincare may be working underneath, but on the surface, the foundation was no longer sitting evenly on the face. An innovative approach with a real crease performance limitation. For women who want long-term skin benefits built into their base, Clinique delivers that. For women who need the foundation to still look smooth at 3 in the afternoon, the crease performance falls short. If you are finding this useful, hit subscribe. I test formulas like this every week, specifically for mature skin, so you know what actually works before you spend the money. There is a foundation that has been in makeup bags for decades. It earned that loyalty. Whether it still deserves it on skin over 40 is a different question. Number 3. Estée Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Foundation. Around $46 to $48. Ask 10 women over 40 to name a foundation they trust. At least half will say double wear. This is the foundation that refuses to move. You put it on at 7 in the morning and it is still there at 7 in the evening. In terms of pure staying power, nothing in this test comes close. The 6-hour wear criterion was not even a real question. Double wear passes that at hour 10. The problem is what it looks like at hour 10. Double wear dries down fully matte, and on mature skin, a full matte finish goes flat. It erases the natural dimension and light from the face. The skin looks covered, not alive. The foundation is technically still sitting there at the end of the day, but it looks like a mask, not like skin. For women who need their makeup to survive a 14-hour day without a single touch-up, double wear is unmatched. For women who want their face to still have warmth and movement and look like an actual face, the finish is the trade-off. Quick pause. After running this test, one pattern kept showing up across every brand, every price point, every formula approach. Women over 40 are choosing foundation based on the name on the compact, not the formula inside it. The foundation's built for staying power sacrifice skin finish. The foundations with beautiful finishes oxidize or break down by afternoon. Nearly every product on this list was strong in 2 or 3 criteria and fell apart on the others. I put together a free guide with the 5 ingredient patterns worth checking before buying any foundation for mature skin. Link is in the description. It is free. The winning formula had to pass all 5 without a single trade-off. 2 products came the closest. Number 2. Lancôme Teint Idole Ultra Wear Foundation. Around $47 to $52. This is the runner-up and the formula that came within a single criterion of winning the entire test. Lancôme built a semi-matte finish that reads more natural than double wear, without the dewiness that slides around on oily areas by midday. The crease resistance is strong. After 6 hours, the fine lines around the eyes and mouth showed minimal foundation migration. The wear held, the shade range is good, the skin finish sits closer to a real skin look than anything else in the mid-range. Where Lancôme falls is oxidation. By hour 5, the shade had shifted 1 to 2 shades darker and warmer on every complexion we tested. That warmth creep is subtle at first. But by late afternoon, you check your reflection and your face and your neck are clearly 2 different tones. You can see it. For women who want strong crease resistance and a natural finish and can touch up their shade by late afternoon, Lancôme is the best option at this price point. For women who need their shade to stay true from morning to evening without checking, the oxidation rules it out. 2 formulas in this test passed 4 of 5 criteria. Lancôme was one, the winner is the other. The difference between them comes down to one thing. Every foundation in this test adds a layer of pigment on top of your skin and hopes it stays put. The winner does not add a layer. It adapts to the skin itself. Number 1. Luxe Color Changing Foundation. Around $34 to $38. It is actually cheaper on Amazon than on the brand site, so I am going to leave that link in the description below. If you have heard the phrase color-changing foundation and assumed it was a gimmick, that is a fair reaction. Most formulas using that label deserve the skepticism. This one earned its spot because the technology actually showed up in the test results. Luxe uses color-changing pigments that respond to your skin's individual pH level and undertone. When you apply it, the formula reads your complexion and adjusts its shade to match. It does not oxidize darker throughout the day because the color is not static. It continuously reacts to your skin chemistry instead of drifting away from it. The shade at 7 in the morning is the same shade at 6 in the evening. That alone separates it from everything else on this list. Crease performance was the strongest we tested. Traditional foundations are rigid films. They dry down, they set, and when the face moves, they crack and pool inside every expression line. Luxe is formulated to flex with your expressions. It moves when you smile, when you talk, when you squint walking out into the sun. It does not settle into lines because it is not fighting the natural movement of your face. 6-hour wear passed without a touch-up. The skin finish is what puts this in a different category from everything else we tested. It does not look like a filter or a mask. It looks like your actual skin, just the most even, smooth, natural version of it. Fragrance-free and lightweight, buildable from sheer to medium without tipping into cakey territory. Worth knowing. The color takes about 60 to 90 seconds to fully adapt after you blend it out. During that window, it looks too light or slightly gray on the skin. If you are used to seeing your shade match immediately, the first application will feel odd. Let it settle. And the coverage maxes out at medium. Women who want full coverage for scarring or deep discoloration will find the buildability has a ceiling. For the skin but better finish, most women over 40 are actually looking for, medium is more than enough. Across all 5 criteria, Luxe is the only formula that did not ask you to choose between durability and finish, between shade accuracy and comfort, between looking polished and looking real. The test result: oxidation resistance. The color-changing pigments adapt throughout the day instead of shifting. Crease performance. The formula moves with the face instead of cracking on top of it. 6-hour wear, held without a touch-up. Skin finish, the closest to a your skin but better result we have tested in this format. Value, $34 to $38 and cheaper on Amazon, against $50 formulas that failed on oxidation and $48 formulas that went mask-like by noon. 7 foundations, 1 test, 5 criteria. The winner costs $34 to $38. Drop a comment telling us which of these 7 you have been wearing, and after this test, whether you are keeping it or switching.